feel behind? Be honest. When you scroll through your phone, when you see other people winning, building, earning, achieving, there's a voice in your head that whispers, "You should be further." And that voice is heavy. Because deep down, you know, you're capable of more. Not average, more. But here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You're not behind. You're just distracted. Distracted by comfort. Distracted by entertainment. Distracted by other people's lives. You don't lack potential. You lack focus. And focus is power. Look at anyone who has built something meaningful. They didn't do 100 things at once. They picked one direction and stayed there long enough for results to appear. But most people quit in the invisible phase. The phase where you're working, you're trying, you're improving, and nothing seems to change. No applause, no validation, no dramatic breakthrough, just silence. That's where almost everyone gives up. Because humans are addicted to quick rewards, likes, money, attention, recognition. But real growth is delayed. You go to the gym for weeks before you see change. You study for months before you feel confident. You work for years before anyone calls you successful. The problem isn't that it's hard. The problem is that it's slow. And slow feels like failure if you don't understand the process. But here's the shift. Slow progress is still progress. Invisible growth is still growth. Just because nobody sees it doesn't mean it's not happening. Every disciplined morning, every uncomfortable decision, every time you choose long-term over short-term, you are building something. And building takes time. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. You have no idea how many failures, how many sleepless nights, how many doubts they went through before you ever saw their highlight. You are not late. You are early in your process, but only if you stay in it. Let's talk about responsibility, not blame. Responsibility. The moment you take full ownership of your life, everything changes. No more my boss, my parents, my circumstances, the economy. Maybe those things are real, but they are not in control. You are, and that's terrifying. Because if it's your responsibility, then it's your fault when you stay stuck. But it's also your power when you move forward. High performers think differently. They ask, what can I do with what I have? Not, why is this happening to me? Victim thinking drains energy. Ownership creates it. When you decide, no matter what, I will improve, something shifts inside you. You stop waiting. You start acting. You stop hoping. You start building. Discipline is not about being extreme. It's about being consistent. Small improvements, daily standards, relentless commitment to becoming better than yesterday. That's it. Not perfection. Progress. And here's something powerful. Confidence is earned, not through affirmations, through evidence. Evidence that you keep your promises. Evidence that you show up when it's uncomfortable. Evidence that you finish what you start. Every time you follow through, you build trust with yourself. And self-trust changes everything. Because once you trust yourself, you stop doubting every move. You stop hesitating. You stop shrinking. You move differently. The life you want is not blocked by lack of talent. It's blocked by inconsistency. Fix that and watch what happens. So here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, no excuses, no drama, no waiting to feel motivated. Just action. Quiet, focused, relentless action. Not for them, for you. Because 1 year from now, you will either be grateful, you stayed disciplined, or frustrated, you stayed comfortable. You're not behind. You're one decision away from momentum. Make it count.